Okay, it's happened. You've gotten triggered. And you want to do all sorts of things, but you know you're supposed to release so that you can get that blood flow back in the best part of your brain before you act, okay? So first thing is just start to move. Maybe you get a soundtrack. Maybe this one you're really mad. Right? Put on that music and just like start to let that move through your body, right? Like feel that. Okay? Feel it, okay? Keep it going. Stay with these as long as you have to. All that matters is you move, like a ragdoll dance, right? Like you'll find all the places in your body that you're holding tension. You won't find them just standing there still. Okay, so move it, shake it, and lift your feet, like all over the place, right? Stomp across the room if you need to. Just keep moving. Keep going, right? Like whatever it takes, get that soundtrack going, okay? Every part of your body. Maybe you feel anger, so you go get some ice and you throw it on your garage floor, right? Or outside. Hear it go crunch, okay? Or you take a pillow and you twist it, or you growl in it, okay? Move that energy. That's all that matters, okay? So at any time, pause and you just keep moving, because we're not going to move on to the next thing until you feel this like wall and tightness and tension and like not wanting to move till you get that out of your body, okay? Just keep it moving. Even that attitude, right? Like, I'm so mad. Roll your eyes, right? Like, this is so frustrating. Get that out, okay? Then begin to like shake it a little more. Okay, vary that playlist, like get all those different energies out. Maybe there's even some sad stuff in there, right? And you're like, oh, okay, get all those out. Notice there's movement in the voice, right? We hold that in there, right? No, get it out. Right? There's people around, get it out somehow. Maybe silent, ready? Silent screams. Do 3 or 5 of those, okay? And then maybe you'll start to feel a little lighter. Stay with that other. Hey, you can rock out as long as you need to. At some point, your body's gonna get a little tired, right? Maybe you do planks, maybe you do push-ups, maybe you just like go chop some wood, right? So, wood chopper. Right? Use your whole body. Get all that out. Keep moving, keep moving. Be like dragon breath. Get it out, okay? It's all that matters. Volcano. Feel it all, pull all that energy from your legs and your belly. And like, get it out. Be like the Hulk, right? Like push that out your chest, all that tight energy. Or let it blow out your back, right? Maybe it felt like you got punched in the gut and in your chest. So it's like, so that's one way that you can start to breathe as maybe you start to feel a little calmer, is take a big breath in and you're like trying to push things out the back of your chest, but then on the exhale, you push them out your back, like, right? And literally feel like you are pushing energy out, okay? So you're in this for the long haul. Stay moving as long as it takes. This is about your self-care. This is about letting blood flow, oxygen come back into that higher level part of your brain. So however long it takes. Maybe you like pressure points, or you know how we like scrunch our forehead and, or rub on us, right? Or press, like whatever it takes, right? To be connected and get that energy out. If you have physical limitations, then maybe you are sitting there and you're imagining doing all this, right? You see yourself on this steep incline and you've got a grip with your hands and your whole body, and your legs are right on the edge of a rock. And so, you know, when you get your arm up, it's like you've got to lift your whole body with that hand. So just imagine using all your muscles, right? Olympians do this. We rehearse, right? You see yourself running with a large stride and clearing that hurdle, right? Or whatever it is you need to do. but fire those muscles. Give that adrenaline something to do, okay? Run up and down stairs. Now, if by now you're still not calm, put your jogging shoes on, down the road and back, right? Or run around the house. Do some more push-ups. Keep doing it until you're feeling calm. Now, maybe you've done the same thing this whole time. That is totally fine. The reason I'm constantly talking is I want you to like stay in it. Move, 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 move. It's so easy to be like, it's fine, I get it. Right? But it takes about 20 minutes for our physiology to really calm down in a way that we get that blood flow back to the best part of our mind. So we're not even ready yet. Okay, remember, it's kind of long haul. So come with me for a minute. Let's see. Now, maybe we want to do some more soothing type things. So let's see what we've got. So here are some ideas. Like maybe you go take a bath for a little while. Maybe I love these foot rollers because they're kind of pokey, and so when you press on them, it really brings some good blood flow in your feet and can help you feel more grounded, right? Maybe you go get a good scrub in the shower, or use a pumice stone, like this one has a heart on it, so it's a nice little reminder of there's more to life than maybe how you feel at this moment. Maybe you take away all sounds by using some earplugs for a little while. If you're somebody who has a tendency towards binging, then maybe like crunching on some ice chips or some gum, and you know, even if like you harm yourself or you feel that urge maybe from back in the day or something, then having an elastic band that you're snapping, or if you feel like you're just gonna like volcano mouth it, maybe snapping an elastic band, bring yourself back to present. Hey, these oxygen tanks are great for like long hikes or high altitude, but they're also great for restoring that oxygen, that blood flow when you've gotten really triggered. So it'll also make you do some deep breathing. We know that when we breathe in for a count of 4, pause, and like hear yourself say this, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause, and then exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, pause. But really play a game with yourself, because we have runaway train thoughts right now, right? And so the more that you can engage your mind, so play with yourself and say like, hey, how many exhales can I get? Can I get it to 10? Can I get it to 12? How about 14? And when you push out that last bit of breath, it's going to be stimulating the vagus nerve. So it's like, I'll say through a coffee straw, right? So you're really pressuring the breath, you're pressuring the chest and the gut, and you're stimulating the vagus nerve. So does humming. So you could be humming like how angry you are, right? Like, or you could be humming maybe a hymn or something that's calming to you, right? Like, humming will help stimulate your vagus nerve, which is like the brakes, your calm down. Okay. So some other ideas, like if you have a pet, here's my pet, you can pet your pet. And those are very soothing, right? Or essential oils, things that have some strong smells to engage your senses, helps change our mind, right? Especially if you have association, like maybe you use some muscle rub and it smells good and it reminds you of times when you were on a roll exercising or you were training for that marathon, and so it also helps bring back some positive memories. Or frankincense oil or the breathe oil, just things that are really strong and engaging. Or maybe you prefer some like more gentle, like lavender, or this one from Vibrant Blue Oils. It's parasympathetic blend, so trying to help with that soothing. And then maybe some of your favorite things, like a treat, as long as it's not used like more of like an addiction, right, or to like numb and to separate out. So those are just some ideas of how to, in a positive way, try to be soothing. But maybe you just need a healthy distraction. Like maybe after you've done your movement, you still, like you're not ready to just completely calm down. And so maybe having some books, like something that's a healthy distraction for you. Maybe you journal, but be careful about, and even when you call a friend, right? Calling a friend can be very supportive, but be careful to not turn it into like a rut, right? Like be on the merry-go-round of like, and then this happened, and can you believe that? And same with your journal, right? Like nothing ever goes my way, and nothing I do will change this. Like be careful of that. Like talk more about, I feel sad, or I feel like I'm in a rut, or I'm so frustrated, and what I really want or what I wish for is. So keep open to possibilities. You could say like, all it seems like right now is, and I'm not able to see anything else, or the story that I'm telling myself right now is, because it starts to separate you from that story. But if even in our language we say it as that all or nothing thing, like our mind goes, particularly when we're in that low energy place, our mind goes where we direct it. So when we're limbic hijacked, we are more likely to just go to the no. We literally have tunnel vision, and that's meant for our survival. Because when there's a saber-toothed tiger or a serpent that's going to get us, right, we're meant to hone in our attention on that threat, except honing in on a threat right now doesn't help you solve that problem. So that's why we're trying to change kind of what department of your brain is available. So same with the anxiety center of the brain, that limbic is more like the depression center of the brain. The anxiety center of the brain, it wants to, when it gets overactive, it just does its old routines. So maybe the old routine is to pout or shut down or pursue somebody and try to convince them or get them to understand, instead of release and soothe, like using your own distress tolerance, restoring the best part of your mind before you go to address that problem. Okay? So some other things are use sound. It's different than your rock outlet. So this vibration, like I can feel it, particularly in my chest, right? Or if my brain is busy, I can feel it in my head, right? So maybe I have a hot drink or like my favorite tea available, so that as it goes down my body, like I can feel it and it feels soothing. But part of why I'm showing this background is like these are things that I have association with, right? So some of them have been gifts or they've been things I've used before. So as you develop your toolkit, use it on days that you're not so stressed too, so that it becomes your go-to place, right? Have these things available to you, maybe a little box somewhere. Maybe you like to smudge and kind of clear the air in that way. Or maybe you have somebody that you pray to or to the universe, and maybe you could say like, hey, I need some help here, right? Like, please help me open my mind, or please help soothe me. Maybe you have connection with ways that you pray where it feels like you're just loved on or comforted. Maybe you talk to guides and guardians and you say like, hey, can you like give me a whisper or like some clear direction, right? So along with soothing, maybe you wrap yourself up and just rest for a little bit and just do some deep breathing or some meditation. You'll know based on what your body is saying. And it'll be very common that that thinking mind department will want to be like, okay, so that thing we're upset about. But you just keep saying like, not yet, we'll get them back, right? We're just trying to gather the highest and best, the wisest parts of you. So as you restore the blood flow in all parts of your brain, then it's like other perspectives are there and you can be more open to the problem solving. The more upset we are, the more we use just the base of our brain, like that fight, flight, freeze, right? Or old story, you know, nobody ever listens to me, or I should, or whatever they are. They're not the best. Okay, so hopefully this has given you some ideas. This is not a video to just keep watching over and over. Do it with me, or have your own soundtrack that guides you so that you're actually moving, or you're actually visualizing if you have physical limitations, and then that you're doing some things that are soothing so that your body has a chance to shift. And it takes at least 20 minutes once we get that zap of adrenaline. So give yourself about 20-minute break before you come back to. Next we'll work on maybe some container, like get things off the table that are unrelated, meaning like stay on topic, this one thing. And then maybe you need to bring yourself to a calm place to make sure you're in the best space you can be before you go and challenge your story. And you make sure you just check it one more time before you go out there to problem solve. Okay, so in future videos we'll talk about those pieces as well. Okay, thanks for participating. I would love to hear from you if you've got other ideas or things that are quick and available to you, things that work to help you shift. Please contact me. Take care, everybody.